Got the motor sitting here. In this video we're going to be tearing this thing down and possibly rebuilding it depending on how bad it is inside. I got a couple pictures I'll flash up on the screen. Those are the rod that spun the bearing, and it looks pretty bad, so I'm gonna go ahead and get the top end off this thing so I can start looking and see if there's anything else wrong or if it just is gonna need a crank and a couple of rods. But let's get into it. Okay, we got this thing torn down to where it looks like a normal big block. Getting ready to pull the heads off of it, and then we will see what the pistons look like from the top side. So far everything looks in decent shape, just really dirty. Alright, the GoPro died, so charged it up, but got some more work done. Got the pistons out. 4 and 5 look real bad, or 5 and 6 I mean, really bad. And 7 and 8 not as bad, but still really bad. So the crank is probably shot. I'm gonna go ahead and finish stripping this thing down, pull all the motor mounts, knock sensors, all this crap off, and then go ahead and pull the pulley and the balancer off so we can pull the crank out of the motor. Okay, I've got the block torn all the way down. Found more bad news while we tore it down. The crankshaft spun all of the main bearings except for the first one and the last one where the thrust washer is. So all of these are not looking real good. So I have to see if it's, I doubt it's salvageable, but more concerning is if the block is okay. So I'm gonna have to take it and have it checked, see if if those will clean up to where you can use an oversized bearing or something in there. But so far that's all we know. I'm gonna take this to the machine shop, see what they say, and depending on what the estimate is will depend on whether or not this engine will go back together. Back out here in the shop today working on the Suburban. Got the motor out of it. That motor was completely useless. All the machine shop said I should try to just find a better motor to start with. So I've got this motor, which I got from a local salvage yard. It's got 138,000 miles on it. It's out of, I think, 1 or 2 year older of a truck. It doesn't have the lines that come off the manifolds for the air system. I'm not sure. But anyways, there's a couple different things. But before the motor goes in, we're going to put some new gaskets and seals in it. Going to change the rear main and the oil pan and stuff like that. That's easier to change out of the truck than in the truck. And then hopefully by the end of this video, this motor will be ready to go in the Suburban. Got the rear main seal out. All I did was put a screw in it and pulled it with a pair of pliers. So now I'm going to clean that up, the new one out, get it installed so we can put the flex plate back on it and get it up on the engine stand. Got the back of the motor put together, got the new rear main seal in, got the flex plate put on. Those are torqued down. Now we're moving to the front of the motor. Now that it's on the stand, gonna pull the front pulley and the balancer off, and we'll end up pulling the water pump off because I got a new timing cover and front main seal gasket, and we're gonna change the oil pan also. Got the motor turned upside down, went ahead and pulled the motor mounts off because this came out of a 2-wheel drive truck, and the 4-wheel drives have a little plate that goes on underneath these for some support rods that go to the torque converter flex plate cover. Gonna go ahead and pull the oil pan off and get those gaskets, get that off, and then get this off also and replace all those gaskets, and then this thing will be almost ready to go in the truck. Got the timing cover put back together, got a new O-ring in, new front seal, got this cleaned up as good as I'm worried about cleaning it. So we're gonna put this back on and then get the oil pan on. Not gonna record it because it's the same as taking it off, only backwards. Got this motor pretty much ready to go back in the truck. Got the upper intake off because we learned last time that it's kind of in the way. So hopefully with this off, we'll be able to get down here to these fuel lines and stuff easier. We're gonna try using this to lift it, but yep, so we're gonna get this motor stabbed back in the truck.
Come up about 3 pumps. Okay. Back.
We gotta come your way because we don't have the manifold.
Break. Turn it down a little bit.
Well, we're on the.
Well, we'll turn a little bit crooked to get it to go down.
No, but you're on the core support.
Really should have not put the pulley on it.
The pulley was on it when it came out.
Yeah, but sometimes coming out.
How you looking?
Marshall, you clear over there?
Yeah,
Still look good over there?
I can
I'm okay on my stack here.
only focus on so many things at once. And right now it's an Emmy.
Well, I'm watching this side. It looks good.
Okay, fine. I'm back to my job then.
How are we looking on those fuel lines though? I cannot see those.
I can't either.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm holding it.
Austin?
I was holding it. I was just getting you more room to see those fuel lines.
I can see them now. They're not very close to where they need to be.
Okay, push your deal this way because you're getting into your. There you go. Oh, much better. Much better.
Installed.
Man,
It's pretty close.
that's cool.
Got it?
You were right, it didn't work. The winch didn't work. We broke a clamp. Now he's driving it in. Maybe. Put the power up. Oh, we lost it. It's you're on the verge of going over the bumper into the doors. Be gentle with it. That's what those are for. We did it.
You see this oil here? We were trying to figure out where that came from. It came from the oil filter because I didn't think about it, and this is a four-wheel drive, and the motor that it came out of was a two-wheel drive. So it turns out you can't run a long oil filter on your four-wheel drive. But that's gonna do it for this video. Got the motor in the truck. The next video, hopefully,
Cleaning the shop.
no, hopefully we'll be getting this thing running and seeing what else doesn't work on it. So thanks for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.